Hello,
I'm Sean,
and I'm Greg.
and today,
We're taking over.
Intervlogger 919.
In this video will be about the Ants Hill Kid cult.
Also, for today's sponsorship, we are sponsoring Tostitos, so give
Go.
a like.
Go buy them! 10 out of 10 would recommend. Alrighty, now today's episode we're going to be talking about Gabrielle Lavelle. Come on in, Gabrielle, have a seat.
Introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Gabrielle Lavelle. I was once a former member of the Ant Hill Kids cult way back when.
Would you tell us a little bit about the cult?
Yes, the cult was led by a man named Rock Thoralt. He had a larger than life personality. He drew everyone in who was either depressed or feeling down or even facing hardships in their life. He was raised by a very Catholic family. Which made him hate Catholicism because his father was always away on trips with the church, so he grew up rather angered by it. Eventually he convinced myself and a few other women to go live with him in a cabin that we built in northern Quebec.
Oh, wow.
Eventually Rock asked us to call him Moses. He wanted us to call him Moses, and he said that he was a reincarnation of Moses, and he had spoken with God, and all of the acts of aggression and violence he did onto us was in God's name. God asked him to do it.
Do you mind me asking what kind of things they did?
Yeah, he drank a lot, and he was often very angry and abusive, and he would hit us, and he used to pour a 97% ethanol solution into our stomachs. He would cut off children's toes. He would eventually was arrested for the death of a child, which he had murdered by performing surgery on it. We then moved to Burnt River, which is just 10 minutes outside of Kobukong, so really, really close to our hometown.
So this is an example of a cult that's sorry, not a cult, but like a community that's around where we live, right?
Yes, it's very, very close to where we live. The last event that kind of snapped me out of the brainwash he had put us all in was he amputated my arm, and I escaped 19 days later to get him arrested. And then he was later killed in prison, 2011.
Wow.
So you said you were a prior member of the cult. So how long were you officially in the cult for?
I was officially in the cult for 12 years, and as I said, I was brainwashed. So it took me 12 years to break out of that trance.
So what were like main practices and beliefs of the group?
One of the main practices was surgery. Rock, he loved to do surgery on people. He amputated people's toes and their arms, and especially the surgery on his wife, where he decided to remove her appendix.
Did you have any symbols to represent you?
For people who were getting the surgery done to them, they would wear a robe. It was red and it had a gold crown on it, representing the king of the Israelites, so like Moses. He made us all wear tunics to represent symbol. It was a symbol of unity. However, they didn't last very long, as they got tattered and lost, and it was just kind of forgotten. Rock also wore a crown to symbolize his power over all of us.
So is that almost related to Catholicism?
Well, the religion is slightly, in a few ways, related to Catholicism. Moses, for one, is the main way it is related to it. Rock believed that he was a reincarnation of Moses, which is where it strays from Christianity, because Christians don't believe in reincarnation. But Moses was a major person in the Catholic Bible.
So did the members of the cult, did they believe that too?
I for one believe that he was Moses. He was the king
Do you
of
still
us.
believe that?
No.
Who are the important people in this?
Who would you say at the top?
I, for one, think I played a big role in the cult. I was in the lower caste of the women he didn't pay much attention to. But after he did this to my arm, I escaped, and I was the one who got him arrested in the first place. His wife was also important, who was murdered. And Rock has 2 children that wrote a book about their experiences in the cult.
Oh, wow. Well, I feel very educated now.
One last and final thing. So what happened to all of the other people?
The
You got
survivors, 3 of the survivors were never able to break out of the brainwashing, the trance that Rock had put them in. Me and the remaining groups, like women and I, as soon as he was arrested, they just snapped right out of it. They realized what he had done to them and how awful he really was. Yeah. He and the children were all taken away and put into foster homes, and hopefully were eventually adopted by better families.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you for
Wow.
taking your time to talk with us. It's very hard.
Alright guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you...
Give this video a thumbs up for Gabriella.
Yes, make sure you leave a comment down below. And subscribe to our channel.
Yes. See you next time. Craigie.